Hey everybody, it's Party Elite, and today, as beautiful Toronto is hit by around 20 centimeters of snow, I thought it would be fitting to kick off a brand new Let's Play in Frostpunk. But not just any Let's Play, we're going to be playing the upcoming DLC titled The Last Autumn. So this is a prequel expansion set to release on the 21st of January, and it will show us what was happening before the main storyline of Frostpunk. First things first, a massive thanks goes out to the developers for giving me early access to the DLC so I could cover it on the channel. I actually missed out on Frostpunk when it first came out. I barely played the game, just played a little bit of it earlier today to familiarize myself with the systems, so I'm really excited to dive in with this new DLC and see where it all goes. So this is otherwise more or less my first foray into Frostpunk. My plan is to do daily episodes until release day, and then we'll figure out what kind of schedule works. As always, I look to you for feedback with regards to that, so let me know if you want more Frostpunk on the channel by leaving a like and a comment down below. There's no more time to waste, so let's go ahead and begin with The Last Autumn. So again, oh dear, this is an advanced scenario. It is advisable to finish a new home first. I'm like on day 8 in a new home. Figured I understood the systems enough, so this might all go sideways, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? Alright, the Empire is collapsing under the strain of climate catastrophe, yet no one is ready to admit it openly. A secret project to build the generators is put into motion. So we could customize the scenario a little bit. I think we'll stick right down the middle over here. I feel like this is the intended difficulty, right down the middle with medium. Like I said, again, this is more or less my first time really seriously playing Frostpunk, so we'll not fiddle with things too much. Survive against all odds. There's no active pause. The game will be very difficult, and your progress will be saved on exit only. Yeah, how about no? How about we keep survivor mode off? Let's dive on in, folks. Let's do this. All right, the Industrial Revolution of the 19th century was marked by social upheaval, with workers organizing and fighting for their rights. I'm really excited to finally sit down with all the moral dilemmas and stuff. I've seen a fair bit of Frostpunk in action, and I've always wanted to dive into it, so I'm happy to finally be able to do it. And again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Ooh.
Personal Journal of Euphemia McLaughlin, Assistant Engineer at Imperial Exploration Company. It's been 5 weeks since we have left the familiar walls of Birmingham behind. Weeks of uncertainty, of struggle, of hope. And finally, we have reached the shores. We had 3 deaths so far. Or small price for progress, as IEC called it. I can only hope I am going to avoid their fate. They've claimed there was nothing to fear, that this whole journey of ours was just a precaution. But now, it feels like the weather is changing. And the winter seems inevitable.
All right, The Last Autumn. We crossed the rough northern seas to reach Site 113, where we are to build the greatest marvel of technology, a generator. Your crew, lured by the promise of a steady job and eager to leave the work riots and bread queues behind, are somewhat taken aback at the sight of the desolate landscape surrounding the site. They were told not to ask for details, and there's no turning back now. There's no consensus why this contract has such a high priority, considering the deteriorating situation of the Empire, but your superiors are clear. This is the most important job of your life. For Queen and country. Let's begin. All right. It's nice to see the lush green as opposed to just everything is covered in a thick blanket of snow. Okay, what have we got going on over here? Okay, basic facilities. Before you start building the generator, you have to set up the basic supply infrastructure. This means building the docks and gathering the resources piling up by them. You'll also need a raw food source, the fishing harbor or a forager's camp set up by a food source somewhere in the plains. All right, so we've got a bunch of new buildings and stuff to get things going. let's go ahead and take a look around. So no generator. I guess this giant gaping hole is where we're going to build it. We've got 90 homeless. Let's go ahead and pause for a second just to see what's going on. So here's the shore. We've got a shipwreck up over here where we can get steel from. We've got any other shipwrecks in the area? No, but we do have a steel pile over here. We've got a wood pile, a couple wood piles. We've got more steel, and those are our stockpiles. So I guess first things first, we've got 90. Wow. Okay, we got 90 people. So we can go ahead and stockpile wood. Well, I guess we don't need coal yet. Steam cores. We've got 3 steam cores available. Sure. So let's get some people stockpiling the wood so we can start building right off the bat. We want to get some tents down. We have enough for 3. I want to try and get. Let's see. We got a cookhouse available. Taking a look at all that's available. We'll want to get a workshop out soon so the engineers are actually developing our tech sooner rather than later. If we take a look at the streets, all right, we have a central street. Good. Let's go ahead and yes, get wood maxed out here and maxed out here. We've got so many workers available. Steel pile. Are we in a rush for steel? I mean, I don't think we need it urgently. We'll need it for the workshop, I think. Yeah, a little bit of steel. So we don't have to do too much of it. Let's go ahead and get, what, like 10 people? Sure. 1 per hour. So in a work day, we'll get, what, 8? I think it goes from 8 in the morning to 6 o'clock, right, p.m. So 8 to 18 is 10 hours. So 10 steel in a day. Sure, fair enough. I don't think we need steam cores yet. And there's a steel pile over here. All right, so we've got wood coming, and food is something I'll have to take care of soon. All right, let's go ahead and hit play. Let time progress, and we'll build some housing again. We've got a huge workforce right now, so put them all to work, right? Too close to the generator. Oh, interesting. It's not how the future pans out, I can tell you that. All right, so we got to actually extend our street out. So that's going to be our first ring. Just going to put a little bit of it down. Here, let's put like a quarter down. There we go. Oh, come on now. There we go. And let's make this connection over here. Oh man, putting the first connections down is a little daunting task. All right, so we'll build these streets out, and then we'll get the houses down across them as well. So streets under construction, that's fine. Let's go ahead and put you. I'll check to make sure. Okay, our road's coming down that way. Try and line these things up nicely before it all goes sideways right at the beginning. All right, now wood's going to be coming through at a decent pace, and yeah, I'm just gonna put the houses down first, so we're not going to see any discontentment coming out of homelessness or anything in any time. And oh, hope has changed into motivation. I see. Interesting. And we need to research and build docks. We need to start gathering resources probably by the docks. I'm guessing these are the resources they're talking about. What a beautiful game, though, honestly. What a beautiful game. I love how it looks. And we have to build and activate the fishing harbor or set up a forager's camp. Fair enough. What have we got here? A word of advice. First steps. Sir, our employer, the Imperial Exploration Company, has prepared the site for us. Besides digging the enormous shaft for the underground part of the generator, they left some construction materials behind to get us started. We should set up camp and clear the area around the shaft to make space for the construction facilities. Oh, I see, I see. That's why we can't actually build in the central area. We need this room to build the shaft itself. What do we got over here? The area on the generator shaft is the construction site. With few exceptions, only buildings from the generator tab can be placed there. Good to know. Generator tab is not something we have yet. Correct. All right, in the Book of Laws, I just want to take a look at this really quickly. It's administration. Bathhouse. We'll see these as time comes. Some of the things are still the same, it seems. What have we got over here? This is all pretty similar. Some of this stuff is the same as well as the base game. We got the chapel, public house. No fighting arenas. Oh, bare knuckle bouts. All right, cool. We'll deal with this stuff as it becomes relevant, I think. For now, let's let time move ahead. We could probably pick it up to fast game speed. So we'll pick up all these things, get the housing done. Streets are hopefully getting done as well. Looks like these streets are completed. All right. Go ahead and build the houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the wood we have. Woof. Held back by the wood there. Steel has been collected. We've got enough steel. So let's go ahead and... I want to put the workshop like down on this side, I'm thinking. If we do housing up over there, workshop down over here. I wonder how far we can actually expand. Well, one way to find out, I guess. If I go ahead and pull you down this way. I don't know what we can fit over here. Let's try and match this, right? So this would go down this way. Right out to there. Well. So let's try and match it. So let's try and match it properly. This would continue over this way. There we go. And then this would... Oh, this is going to kill the perfectionist that's somewhere deep inside me. We're out of wood, that's fine. Collect it quickly enough. Got plenty of wood stockpiled over here. 114, another 114. We might as well get these steam cores right now. There's no reason not to. And I guess one of our objectives is to gather all of these resources, so there is really no reason not to. The only upside of not gathering all the resources is getting the tents done. We've got most of them done. Destroy resources. Okay. 1 goes there, 2 goes there, 3 goes there. Eventually we'll have room for it. Cool. And so if the game follows the same rules as the base game, if the DLC follows the same rules as the base game, they'll work until 6 p.m. and then they do construction stuff. But it looks like they're still gathering resources. No, it's got to be free time. Camp life, idle hands. Oh, maybe we're about to find the answer out. As the first workday ends, people start gathering in small groups to chat or play cards. A couple of workers are throwing rocks down the huge central shaft. Deep, ain't it? And I think we have to work down there. Out of boredom, or maybe to exercise their fears, more workers join in. Soon, rocks start raining down the hole. This might be dangerous, but the camp offers very little other entertainment. Oof. Can raise discontent slightly. I mean, this is the most important mission in the world right now, in all the Empire, and this is our responsibility. I'm gonna tell them to stop. Come on, guys. Throw rocks at something else. Discontent goes up just a little bit. Unpopular decision. It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully we'll sort our... Oh, we won't. We did not collect enough wood. Oops. It's okay. Most people will have homes. Yeah. The majority of our people will have homes, and then the next workday we'll finish the housing over here, and then we'll build our research center over here, like the workshop over here. So let's go ahead and take a look at our book of laws and see if there's anything that's needed here. Got a new building. Don't need these yet. Don't need these yet. Chapel. People living nearby will gather to pray, which will raise their motivation. Okay. Okay. Public house. Patrons will be less discontented. Motivations will raise slightly, or will rise slightly. All right, good to know. Gruel or hearty meals. Okay, none of these. I don't feel. The game says it's going to be very difficult. This DLC. So I don't want to jump to any of those law conclusions, just in case we find ourselves, you know, on the back foot at some point. So plus 10 degrees centigrade. Not bad. It is quite warm, actually, all things considered. We'll just speed time up a little bit. Let the night pass by us. We don't have enough resources to build anything. We got to get food soon as well before people start to starve. That'll be a problem. But next day morning, first things first, we have to get our housing sorted. Just 3 more sets of tents, all that we need. Each tent supplies enough room for 10 people. We've got 30 homeless, so that shouldn't take too long to do. And then we'll do the workshop as well, so we can research some more items and build docks, which hopefully we can... I don't even know where we tuck those docks down. Like, will they hang off the cliff over here? I don't know. Build and activate the fishing harbor. Where is the fishing harbor? This is a shipwreck. I don't see a fishing harbor, so I wonder if that's a building that we have to build, that we can research and build. Or set up a forager's camp, which is not... One of the homeless people fell ill already. Man, that's not good. Sir, a few of our people got a cold from sleeping on the ground. We should provide them with some kind of accommodations, if only because this might impact our efficiency in the long run. I'll provide some shelter. I'll have 2 days to provide shelter, or I'll provide shelter for everyone. Let's go with everyone. People will be a lot happier. I'm almost able to do it anyway, so that's not a problem. We have to make sure we sort out the medical situation as well. Keep the speed up. I think 6 o'clock people will start. No, 8 o'clock people will start working. Right? 8 a.m. is work time. Yep. So people are off to gather wood. Let's keep an eye on the wood. And it's 10 per tent, I believe. 10 per tent. Yep. So we need 1. I want to do it as quickly as possible. I want to cycle this as quickly as possible. Get all 3 of these down over here. And healthcare, I mean, we could put up over there. Or I wonder if I should put it out on another ring. So here's the thing. That's the thing about inexperience with a game like this is I don't know what the ideal layouts or anything are. In terms of, like, if we take a look at the medical post, base heating level is 1. So closer to the generator is probably better than farther from the generator, right? So that's all of our housing sorted. Once these 2 are done, housing will be done. We do need to get our workshop going. Still need a little bit of wood. There we go. We can pop you down. Like, do I want to put you in the inner ring? No. I want to do housing on the inner ring, because the workshop, I believe... Let's pause for a second here. Base heating level 2. So it can keep itself warm when winter eventually comes. Let's go ahead and build this road out a little bit. That'll be enough for the houses. So that's the houses sorted. And then we'll have... Just going to mark this so I remember my markings, basically. Let's go ahead and do that. Cool. And let's get back to playing. Cool. And we can build our workshop over there. I should have planned that last night, though I don't know if we had enough wood for it. So in that case, let's go ahead and get some more streets down back over here. The next layer, we'll build our medical post. Back over here by the water. I don't know if that's the best idea. Don't know if we need this room to build docks in, but we'll find out in due time. We'll find out in due time. All right. And I want to mention, as always, to those of you that aren't familiar with the channel, and even for those of you that are familiar with the channel, if you have any feedback or thoughts or suggestions or questions, let me know in the comments down below. I'm very open to people who are more experienced in a certain game, especially when they have, you know, if you have a lot more experience with base game Frostpunk and you have some thoughts you'd like to share, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to see what people think. I will mention, though, that I'm a bit of a role player whenever possible, rather than a min-maxer. So I often tend to make decisions based on what my heart says, based on what the game feels like is an appropriate decision. Like telling people not to throw rocks down the shaft over here, even though it probably doesn't make much of a real difference. Let's go ahead and get... Ooh, shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone needs a roof, if only a flapping one over their head. Your people look forward to well-deserved rest. Fantastic. Motivation goes up because I'm fantastic. Let's go ahead and put the medical post down. Let's put it off to the side over here a little bit. We have to extend the street a touch, but... Oh, come on. Surely we're about to get enough wood. There. Do that. This is being built as well. I love the level of detail the game actually has and how close you can zoom. They're like carrying little lanterns. What are they carrying? I wish I could zoom in a little bit closer, actually. I know there's a photo mode, but I'm not about to experiment with photo mode while we're taking a look at a DLC that's around the corner. Maybe we'll do it after we're done this, you know, after the DLC actually releases. So the workday is almost over, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can get 15 wood before 6, because then we can commission this construction to happen overnight. I have my doubts, so I don't think we're going to hit 15, which is a bit of a bummer. Come on now. Come on now. We're so close. Oh! Are you kidding me? Just short. Just short. All right, well, we'll let the game go by a little bit quickly. This thing will get finished overnight, and then we can assign some workers to it, and that'll help with the sickness. Done. Slow it down a second. And let's go ahead and get 3 engineers. Get ourselves at maximum efficiency. People get sicker. We want to make sure that we're able to solve it quickly so our workforce doesn't slow down. It's all in the name of Queen and Country. So it's all free time now. No, I don't think we can build... Yeah, there's nothing we can build right now unless it's more tents. We don't want to do that. We don't want to waste any resources. And tomorrow morning, everyone here, Everything's maxed out, I believe, in terms of workforce assigned. Yes. Steam core is just one left. Sure. Now let's speed it up. Wait until sunrise over here. Still 10 degrees. No warnings of, you know, weather or temperatures dropping or anything like that. All right. We're getting there. We're making good progress. See how today goes. Oh, is that rain or snow? That's rain. Definitely rain. It's 10 degrees. How can it be snow? Come on. Come on, party. All right, I'll speed it up. Get us to 6. And the moment we get that last piece of wood, I want to get our workshop going. All right, reality check. Camp life. As the camp wakes up under dark rain clouds, the mood among our people turns gloomy. Nobody told us we'll be sent to the end of nowhere, they grumble. There's nothing for us to do here but work. And they're going to stay a while in this remote, cold, miserable place. If you don't keep their motivations up, the efficiency will suffer. Motivation will fall each morning. All right. Consider signing a law raising motivation. Okay, sure. We'll see what we can do. Let's go ahead and get these laws in action here. So we could get a bathhouse going. So this helps with less likely to fall ill, and motivation will rise slightly. So that's a 2 birds with 1 stone kind of a thing. I like that. We could provide hearty meals. Increases motivation every day. And the chapel increases motivation, but nothing else. And the public house, I assume, less discontented, and motivation will rise slightly as well. Me being me, I'm tempted to get a public house. Let's let's go with that. We've got healthcare taken care of. So a public house we shall get. Because what is life without that? A pub will remind us of home and help us forget our woes. Exactly, a pub, just like in London. We could call it the Hole. I don't actually mind that name. I don't mind that name at all. All right, motivation. Many events and factors, some beyond your control, can affect the motivation of your employees. Aim at keeping motivation above 75% to receive 30% efficiency bonus across all workplaces. If it falls below 25%, we get a 30% malus. Okay, cool. I like that. Roughly right down the middle there. 1 being treated. Good stuff. And we are hopefully going to hit that 15 soon. It's almost been an hour. It's been over an hour. Are we not working? What's going on here? Come on. Does it have to actually travel the storage? Oh, we need to keep our eyes on. Oh, right. 8 is when work starts. Me is not a morning person. I shouldn't be assuming work starts at 6 in the morning. What am I doing? All right, tech workshop. Let's go ahead and drop this workshop down over here. Put it on this side. I want to keep the water side clear just in case. So let's drop you down over here. 10 people working on it right away. And the pub itself, I imagine, has a radius. So base heating level is 2. That means we can keep a bit of a distance for it. We have enough steel, and we're about to have enough wood as well. I want to make sure I don't use up all my stockpile for quote-unquote useless things. We need to make sure we have some left over for our actual objectives here. All right, we'll speed time up again. I like how often we can speed time up. So yeah, if motivation stays up on the regular, then maybe we can actually hit that 75% mark. So coal will eventually become relevant. Steam. I imagine we're going to see winter fall this in this DLC, like you know, the endless winter. Oh, there's that hunger kicking in. They went 3 days without food, and now they're starving. Come on, guys. Now, you'd expect the public house to provide food as well, but maybe not. Invalid placement location. It's too big. It's a slightly chunkier building, isn't it? All right, well, it's got heating level 2, so we can put it on the outer ring with some degree of comfort. I could put it over here. Farthest out it can go, and that way, yeah, we can't develop any further. So let's go ahead and do that. And hopefully we can keep it warm. Again, who knows if I'm making some terrible decisions over here. I mean, you might know. There we go. We'll get the street done. We'll get the construction done. Over here, this is almost done. Want to make sure we assign engineers as soon as possible. Got 12 idle. Got to find our other engineers. They're working over here. Well, they have to be. All right. Max this out. And let's go ahead and start working on start working on the docks first. It'll take 7 hours. Foragers' quarters will take 7 hours as well. So sure, let's go ahead and do the docks. Hopefully we'll get it. We won't get it done today. Yeah, we won't get it done today. But we can probably get 2 items done tomorrow. No, I don't think so. The timing's a little unfortunate there, but it's okay. Okay, we'll get it done soon enough. This is going okay. Efficiency's at 33%. Guess I could max this out. Street construction's almost done. Public house will be done soon. I wonder if it'll only appease these people. I actually didn't see a range. There can only be 1 public house in the city. What? Damn. Well, feel bad for these guys. This might not be the ideal spot for it then. You know what? I would say that's not the ideal. The thing is, I can't quite predict where more of our housing expansion will take place, but with a public house being over here, I'm just going to start calling it the pub. With the pub being over here, got the water limiting us, but over here we've got the terrain limiting us. There's limits in every direction. We'll see. If it doesn't work, we can always dismantle it and place it elsewhere if necessary. Okay, got to get, just workers? Public house built. Motivation rises significantly. Not really. Not really. But at least it should, so it opens at 7, goes on until 11:30. Early last call. Hopefully it cheers people up. So workday's over. Research stops as well, unfortunately, but construction continues. Do we have anything we can build? We have hungry people. Let's get a cookhouse going. Base heating level is 1. There's a tight quarter over here. Put you over there. And we develop further behind that. Just looking at our limitations. These are very tight quarters. Let's put the cookhouse over here. Sure. Because again, we can fit tents in that inner ring. My concern is that the cookhouse has the heating level 1, so it doesn't really keep itself warm. So I would have rather kept it closer to the center. And unless I'm mistaken, the generator's closest point is actually this construction area, so I don't know if we're even going to see anything. The docks may have been a bad idea. It might have been wiser to get the foragers' quarters first because people are starting to get hungry, but hey, you live and you learn. You live and you learn, and hopefully you keep living, because otherwise things will be problematic. Right, motivation. Functioning, hopefully you're helping people out here. Hopefully you're helping alone in the world. Oh, okay. Alone in this world, alone in this world. A lot of lonely people. I guess it doesn't consider family at home, or maybe that's why these people were selected. Dark. All right, 42 hungry. This is becoming a bit of a problem. This is becoming a bit of a problem. If they start starving, they will eat raw food, which is obviously unacceptable. Go ahead and get 5 workers working over here. It'll open up at 8 in the morning, and they'll start converting 4 food ration. Oh no, it'll convert 2 raw food to 4 food rations. All right. Wow. Okay. It's a 1-to-2 ratio, but you need a minimum of 2. That's why. So if it's 1-to-2, then we're going to end up with 300, except not. We're going to end up with 298 food rations with a full day's work. Well, with many days' work, but with all our resources depleted. Okay, so we have time before we need the forager's hut and stuff. Fair enough. Am I going to have to expand down this way? It seems wild. Motivation. Wow, that was a huge hit. Oh man, keeping up with motivation is going to be tough. What law can we pass here? So the pub, patrons are less discontented. Motivation will rise slightly. That didn't really make much of a difference. House of pleasure. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Prostitutes can be employed in the pub house to increase motivation. Okay. One way to do it. Evening bouts will reduce discontent. Well, we want motivation. Should I, no, rise slightly. I don't like the rise slightly. Party meals, I imagine they'll increase motivation every day, but they'll probably also cost more. We could serve tastier and more nutritious food to motivate our people. Of course, it would require more raw food to prepare. Don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how I feel about that. Let's go with a House of Pleasure. Increase motivation. It doesn't really imply how much. It'll take a day and 12 hours afterwards for us to... Fine, you know, let's do hearty meals first, because then 18 hours later we can get another law going. Let's do hearty meals first.
Listen, everybody. New regulations.
Our boss knows how to please hardworking people. That's what I'm about, man. That's what I'm about. I work a lot, and I have to eat well. It's only just. Yeah, so hearty meal it is. So now it's a 1-to-1 ratio, but it's an odd number. So we'll end up with 150. This raw food lasts about 5 hours. All right, there's the workday starting. So we get 30 in an hour. So in one workday, which is 10 hours. Oh, wow. We're going to go through that food fast. Yikes. Okay, gotta keep an eye on that. Gotta keep an eye on this research so that we're able to get the forager's hut right away. We'll build the docks next, like in the following night. I wonder who you employ as prostitutes. Or are these base workers just converted? Camp life, septic. Oh, no. You overhear two workers arguing over the reality of the global cooling. You really believe this end-of-the-world rubbish? Me, I'm just here for the money. When we're done with this mad scheme, I can move my family out of St. Gillies? Well, then you're a fool, because you'll all die when the frost comes. He turns to you. Ain't it the truth, sir? So, first of all, that's not septic, that's skeptic. Fair enough. Mind your work, lads. So the science says, or only fools doubt it. Discontent and motivation will rise. Well, you know, discontent is not that bad right now. So let's say only fools doubt. We must keep the people motivated. We must keep them working. We must keep them in line. Only fools doubt it. Cool. Discontent, we'll be able to fight that soon enough with food coming through. See, hunger's dropping already. I need the motivation bumps. And in any second now, we can get the forager's hut going. Go ahead and speed things up a little bit. I have to build the docks soon, and then start gathering resources piled up by the docks. Well, declare our tech tree over here, foragers' quarters, is the way to go. Allows us to send foragers who search the wilderness for supplies and set up foragers' camp, delivering raw food to the camp, yes. Works the same as the hunters, I think, in the base game, I imagine. Docks researched. So let's go ahead and... Did I get a tutorial as well? No, I did not. Let's go ahead and build our basic dock. Ships bringing materials from local sources are unloaded here. So where can I place you? Oh. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I left the gap over here. Imagine I'll need a road connection. I can put it over here as well. This seems cleaner. Sorry, I just want to pick the right spot over here. This is closer to this. Oh, or we can go all the way down over here. I don't think that's a smart idea. Or all the way over to here. Cool, so there is some room for expansion. Let's go ahead and drop you down over here. Feel like that's reasonable. And this can be more housing and stuff, sure. Go ahead and do that. We got workers available, so they'll get on it right away. Still have a little bit of unemployment. Everything's being gathered, right? Yes. Everything's being gathered. Oh, yeah, you're the stockpiles. All right, good stuff, good stuff. We okay for resources? 8 wood left, 7 wood left. We're going to start running out of wood soon. And I need to make sure that we can... need to make sure that we can actually start cutting down some trees. So our next research might actually need to be the sawmill. Food first, because raw food is gone. 138 rations, that'll last us about 2 days, but that's not enough. And I think the hunger will dissipate when the work shift is done. So let's go ahead and pick up the pace. Wood piles depleted, yep. Docks. Docks unload ships bringing in coal, wood, and steel from local sources. You have to choose which resource they will handle. You can build up to 4 docks. Oh, okay, cool. So unloaded resources pile up around the docks. You can gather them in 3 ways. Assign people directly to the piles, build gathering posts nearby and assign people to them, or by building reloading stations on each pile, which is the most efficient method. Okay. We'll figure that out. We've got the dock over here. Let's go ahead and have it bring in wood, because it's going to be a problem. We ran out of our stockpiles. Max that out. Oh, what's the deal here? Basic facilities, a telegraph station. Now that we have built the basic resource infrastructure, we can set about bringing more people and steam cores from England. To do this, we have to build the telegraph station. I assume that's another research and build. I see. All right, start gathering resources. Okay. Build and activate the fishing harbor or set up a forager's camp. That's what we're doing. Build and activate the fishing harbor, it says. Why does it say the fishing harbor? Don't see. Oh, it's fine. Steel pile depleted as well. Now, we have hopefully more than enough steel to last us a while, though. We have a telegraph. Oh, we don't have to research the telegraph station. So this is similar to the scouting structure from the base game, I imagine. Where shall I place you down? I do not want to destroy resources. It seems I have to. Unless I want to waste. It's either space or resources, really, at this point. We have enough for, like, 4 layers of housing over there. Let's see. Not appropriate. Over here, we can get more housing back there. We don't need any heating or anything here. Oh, base heating level is 10. So we can actually build this all the way out. So I might want to do that for if and when the cold falls. Go ahead and get a street expanded as far as it'll go. That's 13 wood. Okay. I'm just taking a look at distances based on resource cost. And that's 13 wood as well. That's 18 wood. All right. So this might end up being a little messy for us. Now, you know what? That'll get rid of a lot of trees. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's stick with the original plan. Pull this back over here. And we'll build it on, like, the inside over there. Cool. All right, people seem to be eating. Hunger has gone down significantly. It's just so cool to see people walking around. Again, I wish you could zoom in a little bit closer. Things have been going pretty well. Things have been going pretty well. We've got the hearty meals going. That'll help with motivation, right? Oh, hey. Comes the ship over here. Pretty cool. I don't know if this game is supposed to be steampunk or dieselpunk. I guess it's supposed to be steampunk, but it's the right era for it. But it's also the right era for dieselpunk, is it not? Someone correct me. Let me know if I'm way off base. Oh, that's such a nice animation. It's just... little details go such a long way. Just even like the birds flying around and stuff. Oh, would you look at that? Look at those... oh, man. A lot more than I was expecting. Now I really wish I could zoom in closer. That's really neat. Oh, look at that. Actually bringing crates in. Wonderful. What's the deal here? Waiting for workers? Well, it is going to open at 7. Well, it should have already opened. Going to build. You mean going to building? Yeah, I guess they're taking their time to get over here. Hopefully it happens soon. Research was just short of finishing, unfortunately. And in, what, 3 hours? So tomorrow morning, I'll be able to pass the Pleasure House law. Cover people that way. And tomorrow morning, I'll also be able to build a Forager's Hut. And I think the Forager's Hut typically is able to keep itself pretty warm as well. So we can probably put that in the outskirts over here as well. Maybe lose a couple of trees. It's not going to be the end of the world, right? We've got a dock. All right, there we go. Hunger's dropping. That'll reduce discontent significantly. Man, I'm really worried about those daily drops. They're much more than I expected, if I'm completely honest. Less than a day's worth of rations left, eh? It's not going to be good. To make sure I pause early in the morning. What I can do is I can go ahead and swap this back to regular rations. Oh, actually, well, it's too late now. But the next batch will have regular rations. It's not gruel. No, it's something. It's something. Closed at this time of day. Oh, really? Wow. Introduce a new law. Well, middle of the middle of the night seems like an appropriate time to bring this law in. Might as well do it right away, right? Cocaine pills. Excuse me? Oh, right. Right. We're in a different era entirely. We could give people cocaine pills with their breakfast to make them work harder. Low risk of death by overdose. Cocaine pills will be served with meals and motivation will rise slightly. Prolonged use can cause dependency or death. You don't say. We're going to go ahead and do the House of Pleasure first. And see if that, I mean, it takes longer to research. Our hardworking people deserve all the relief we can provide, and some of them yearn for the pleasures of the flesh. And we shall provide. Oldest job in the history of civilization. There goes the hope that we have left this rot behind in London. And who's going to work there? Volunteers? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh wow, I did not expect such a negative reaction. If I'm completely honest, did not expect such a negative reaction. But the House of Pleasure gives us a permanent modifier, which is good. Now, does it counteract the daily negative? Who knows? We'll find out together. Morning's about to come. Research will finish soon. At least everyone is with a full belly. All right. Work time soon. I'll speed it up a little bit more. A lot of downtime. Okay. Forager's quarters research. Let's go ahead and assign new research right away. No time to waste. Let's get that sawmill going. Well, we're importing wood now. Okay, we're still paused. We're importing wood now. We get 16 an hour when the boats arrive. There's not that much, but it's not terrible either. My other options are faster gathering or profiles manufacture. Okay, so these are the pieces I'll actually need for the generator. Okay, let's go ahead with our sawmill. I feel like that's probably the right call. Or drawing boards over here. Not enough wood for that. Sure, sawmill it is. That's the answer I needed. Sawmill, and then we can start actually cutting down some of these trees, because not only will that give us wood, it'll also give us space to build. I need to remember that there's it's a twofold it's a twofold bump, right? Two birds, one stone, as I said earlier. And let's go ahead and get that telegraph station assigned as well. So again, it's got a heat level of 10, so it can keep itself pretty warm. Let's go ahead right on the outskirts over here. Hopefully it doesn't mess up our layout too much. But I think that's the appropriate spot for it. And then the forager's quarters, there can only be one, base heating level of 2. 35 wood. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. We don't have enough wood for it. But we will soon. 16 an hour. So in an hour we'll have enough wood. Either in 1 hour or in 3 hours we'll have enough wood. You know what? I'm going to wait the hour, because we need them foraging ASAP. I'm going to wait until we're at 35 wood. We're going to put down the forager's quarters, and then we're going to go ahead and take it from there. Let's go ahead and extend these streets a little bit. Well, it's only heating level 2, so maybe I'd rather put it over here. Or over here. We'll see what size profile it has. I guess I won't put the forager's quarters out there. I thought they might be able to keep themselves a little bit warmer. A day's worth of rations. Jeez. I need this. I need the wood. I need it faster. Again, people will just get hungry before they get starving, but I don't want to be in that spot again. Oh no. What's up? Camp life. Indignant engineer. An engineer complains to you. Sir, it seems I've been mistakenly lodged in a tent full of workers. Now, you see, I don't have anything against workers, but they're quite loud and, well, they sort of smell. Would you make sure that I get moved to an engineer's tent? You know what? I'm going to say we've left classism behind. No. We have to make do. Deal with it, man. Deal with it. Slight drop to motivation. Yeah, that's my personal mindset playing into it. We're in a desperate situation. Things like that don't matter. Get over yourself. All right. Are we ready to... Man, this wood. This wood is taking its time, isn't it? Oh, it'll produce a wood pile. Oh, no. I misunderstood. Yikes. It's actually 4 per hour. Oh, I've fallen behind a fair bit over here. That's not good. I see. I misunderstood what it was getting at. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. And I'm really glad I put it over here because now it's right next to our storage depot. All right, we'll still be able to get the forager's hut done, and hopefully they work at night like the hunters' camps do. Forager's camp, sorry. I said forager's hut, didn't I? All right, we're good. We're good. And I got to get to 35. Steel pile depleted. It's okay. We got plenty of steel. We got plenty of steel. Yeah, 35 wood. Speed it up a little bit. Soon enough. There we go. Forager's quarters. Let's go ahead and pop you down. Just barely doesn't fit. Pop you down over here. It'll destroy some resources. Gonna maximize our use of the space here. Fine, I guess we could put you down over here. Sure. And we'll do housing and stuff up there, right? Because that's where the pub is and things like that. So that should do the trick. That should do the trick. I'll speed it up a little bit. A little bit more wood required. Sawmill researched. Perfect timing. Just as I said that. Let's go ahead and get to the drawing boards over here. No, not enough wood. Fair enough. Suppose we could start researching that, or we could start doing faster gathering. We'll just gather stuff faster. We need 10 wood for that, so let's keep an eye on that. Let's also keep an eye on telegraph station, 20 wood, 25 steel. And then the sawmill here takes 10 wood. I wonder if we get the sawmill first. Not enough time to finish it tonight, because we're only working for another hour and a half. Well, we finish it tonight, rather. Wrong. I think we'll only get enough wood to build this. Hopefully we get to 10. And then we can at least build the sawmill tonight. And we won't be able to begin a new research. I really like that aspect of this game, the whole time management thing. It's a neat, an interesting resource to have to manage in a game like this. All right, there's our 10. Sawmill comes first. Let's go ahead and put you down. Pretty small radius, isn't it? We can put you down here and then dismantle you, and that'll make more room for houses. So yeah, let's go ahead and put you down right over here. We'll get the... right. The street takes wood as well. Well, we have 20 minutes. Well, we have half an hour. I'll get a little bit of wood, and hopefully that'll be enough to connect the sawmill there. Time will tell. Literally, time will tell. Unfortunately, not going to be doing any research today. That's a bit of a bummer. But we will get the foragers' quarters done as well. And they will hopefully be able to get out there. 2 wood is all we made. Are you kidding me? Is that enough? Nice. It's just enough. Just enough. I will take it. Over here, we're almost done. And we need to make... Oh, not enough wood. Oh my god, everything takes wood. That's not good. We're not going to last this night. 20 wood. Alright, well at least the sawmill is going to get done tonight then. So tomorrow morning we can get on that right away. We need rations. We need food. Even raw food, because now people will, if they start to starve, we won't get anything. I need 10 wood for the research, and 20 wood for the foragers' quarters. Okay. 20 wood for the foragers' quarters. Alright, fair enough. This will take about 2 hours to get done. They're not going to work until the morning, but at least we'll have another source of wood that isn't just the stockpile over here. Stockpile is pretty big. I could swap this over to steel. We'll stop unloading for some time. What is some time? What does that mean? I've got 150 wood here, and I've got wood coming from these trees soon as well. So maybe... Like, are we capped up over here? I think we might be. Maybe we go with a steel pile. Switching to a new resource. Let it happen overnight, so that tomorrow morning we'll have... hopefully we'll have the switch done. So, okay, good to know. Change the resource that we're getting overnight for the docks, if we ever need to do it. And over here, almost done the construction on the sawmill. There it is. Let's max on the workers. Whoa. Sorry, zoomed out. I guess that's for our foragers. Reindeer tracks. That's a long way to go for reindeer tracks. I was expecting it, again, to be more like the hunting situation. So this is a little scary. This is a little scary. We have to get to the drawing board so we can get the fishing harbor. I imagine the fishing harbor is a bit more local. Unless the foragers set up a camp and then it's a constant supply, which works for me as well. Okay, this has access to 450 wood. That should last us a while. We're almost done swapping over to steel. Good stuff. Oh. I wanted to list out all the House of Pleasure customers and we could just, keep an eye on their names and be like, okay, let's see if they get down with any diseases or anything. Just to see how the game, simulates that kind of stuff. Okay, this is a problem. This is a bit of a problem. So with our first bit of food, or with our first bit of wood, we're going to send off our first set of foragers. We have to. Pick up the pace here. Hopefully I haven't set myself up for failure. That. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, nothing crazy going on overnight. Motivation is up, discontent is down. That might change soon. We'll see. Although the time automatically slows down so you can plan if you need to. People are doing their morning commutes, getting to where they need to go. We're fine. No one's ill yet. I guess it helps that we're not dealing with temperature issues, right? All right, we got to get that 20 wood ASAP. 8 an hour. Good. Okay, 8 an hour, and then down over here. Oh, the stockpile goes away unless you have... All right, good to know. But it's okay, because we have, again, 8 an hour coming through. So there's 16, and any second now, there's our 20. Okay. Go ahead and make you the construction site of Generator 113. Hopefully the future safe home for us and our children. Off to the reindeer tracks we go. Numerous reindeer tracks lead towards a dark point on the horizon. Yes. 12 hours to arrive. Oof. Okay, well. At least it'll be overnight. So that's happening. Then when we hit 10 wood, I'm going to go ahead and get our new research going, which is the fishing harbor, right? Sorry. Interrupted our slow time down there for a second. What else do we need? We don't need any more houses right now. Discontent is down, motivation is up. I could take a look at some laws. In 2 hours, we'll be able to pass some more laws. So we'll see what happens then. Go ahead and pick up the pace a little bit. There's our 10 wood. Needed for this. No, 50 wood for the drawing boards. Where did I get 10 from? I guess it was 10 for the faster resource gathering. Getting faster resource gathering sooner is better, but I am really worried about the food situation. I'm really worried about the food situation. Guys have a long way to go. We'll see exactly how that works, and if we need to get more foragers, more foragers or what. Meant to click on this building. All right. We're fine, though. Motivation hits aren't that bad for us. If we can get just a little bit higher, we'll get that huge bump, right? So hopefully, again, like I said, we can maybe pass a law that'll give us that bump that we need. Give us the bump that we need. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Cocaine pills. I mean, again, it's a thing of the times, right? Or we can build a chapel, but I'd have to actually build it. I don't know if I want to use the resources up. Bathhouse, same thing. I have to actually build the bathhouse. Cocaine pills. It's a low risk of death, right? Everyone's got to go at some point. Everyone's got to go at some point. I don't want people getting hurt. Proceeds to approve cocaine pills. This is a little barbaric. Let's go with the cocaine pills. Legalize it. There we go. Cocaine pills can be served with breakfast to help people with digestion and execution of their duties. I've heard these new pills really do wonders for a time, yes. Another underhanded scheme to make us work harder. Don't fall for it. Richard, I've got my eyes on you, man. You know what the short form of the name Richard is? You're being one right now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How do I serve cocaine? I like this game. People eat hearty meals. I should keep the meals hearty, shouldn't I? How do I serve cocaine? Or will it automatically kick in as of the next morning? Because in our cookhouse, standard meal doesn't give me an option for cocainification of meals. I guess it's one of those decisions that you feel the repercussions of as time goes on. All right, I think we've got enough wood to build our telegraph station. Let's go ahead and assign that. Going up over here. Yep. Request more people or supplies. Hopefully that'll help us out. And again, it can keep itself pretty warm, so that's good. And I want to make sure that these coal piles are accessible later as well. So hopefully I can build like a mine or something over here. That's why I want to leave this spot available, because that'll have a radius that gets both of the coal piles. Well, hopefully it has a radius that gets both of the coal piles. We're still going at 8 an hour. So let's see. Let's round up to 400. 8 an hour means 50 hours? 50 hours of work. Okay. 50 hours of each day is 10 hours. We got 5 days worth of wood left over here. That's my quick mental math. Someone check me if you need to. Or maybe I'd rather it if you do check me, yes. Shifts up. Tomorrow morning we should be able to pick up our research again. And I do think the fishing harbor is maybe a good idea. So we'd have to do the drawing boards, which will take 8 hours. It's a full day, so we're not going to be able to complete that. And the fishing harbor is hopefully also just 8 hours. We'll see. We're not assigned to this automatically. Should have noticed that. Oh, the telegraph station has been completed. Additional personnel and resources that are not locally obtainable, such as steam cores, can be ordered through the telegraph station. Line of communication with company office in London, our source of additional manpower, advanced technology, and news. Transporting people and resources from the homeland incurs logistical costs, which limit the maximum size of your order. This logistical limit grows constantly over time. Cool. Let's go ahead and see what this is about. News from London. The line is open. Good work on setting up the construction camp. Now that we have a line of communication, use it to request resources. We will provide what we can, but be aware that your camp is not the only project we supply. There are 2 other construction sites in your area. Together, these 3 generators will secure shelter for inhabitants of Liverpool should the worst happen. Their fate is in your hands. Do not let them down. Liverpool, eh? We shall succeed. You can now order resources in the telegraph station. I'll see how that works. Wait, first of all, no. I want to see this animation. I think it's beautiful. They make a bigger deal of it in the base game when you first throw that hot air balloon up, but it is a beautiful sight. So we can go ahead and ask for, we can requisition workers, we can requisition steam cores or engineers. Okay, and it'll take a day to arrive. Well, let's go ahead and order in the morning then, because then they'll arrive by the next day morning, which is fair. What are we at over here? 371. So still about 5 days worth of wood gathering left there. That's not bad. I need to make sure people are actually gathering this. Can't believe I forgot to assign it again. I guess... Ooh, foragers have reached the reindeer tracks. About time. Reindeer tracks. A partially eaten reindeer carcass lies in a circle of trampled, blood-stained earth. The tracks lead further. Oof, move on. There's nothing more we can do here. We found a partially eaten reindeer carcass here once. Sites discovered hunting grounds, nesting place. Well, to the hunting grounds we go, I suppose. Wide stream glinting in the sun. 13 hours to arrive. This is 12 hours to arrive. Dozens of birds circle over a solitary rock outcrop far ahead. And that could either be just well, vultures. Are there vultures in England? I don't know. It's either that or it's, you know, a source of eggs, I suppose. That's, you know. Let's go after the reindeer tracks. Something must have survived. It's an extra hour, but balancing costs, right? Hopefully that extra hour is worth it. We'll see. Yeah, we can't get shipments of food. Wouldn't mind that. I don't want more people. I don't need more people. We've already got unemployment enough, right? Our research is maxed out. So there's no need for more people yet. I don't need more steam cores yet either. We might need them later. Maybe it's a good idea to requisition now when it's possible to. Not sure. Not sure exactly which way I want to execute on the telegraph station and requisitioning people. But folks, that is all besides the point. As we hit just around midnight, this is like perfect timing. Midnight on day 7 has hit. This is, we're going to call it quits for today's session, of course. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, with more Frostpunk again. If you want more Frostpunk on the channel, make sure you let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. And again, the plan is to do daily episodes until the DLC actually releases, and then we'll figure out a schedule based on your interests. So yes, make sure you let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment if you're new to the channel and you're excited for more Frostpunk as well. Subscribe if you enjoyed today's session. But yeah, that's it's going to be all for today, folks. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. You keep us alive and running smoothly, and a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.